How do you get a loyal, loving, and sex-craving girlfriend? How do you find someone like this? Well, for all of you out there, you especially listening, who want this, that is possible for you. But there are steps that you need to take to make sure that you actually get there. I'm basing a lot of the information that I'm about to share with you on personal evidence, as well as evidence from all of the thousands of coaching clients that we've coached over here at TripAdvice, as well as information that I've learned from reading books on evolutionary biology, understanding the primal reasons why men and women get together and actually mate. How do women make their mating decisions, and what makes them want to stay with a man? And so we're going to be going over all that stuff. Before I go into it, I just want to share with you a quick personal story of mine. I've been in many relationships, and I'm in a relationship now where I have this. And I've been able to get to this point only because I've been able to, well, of course, learn what needs to be learned, but more so experience what I've experienced. And I've experienced a lot from having random different girlfriends from just the past, 15, 20 years of my life, and understanding what got me to the point where I was with women who maybe were not loyal, or with women who didn't want to have sex with me, or women who just weren't loving towards me. I've been in probably around 5 or 6 relationships at this point, more than any other guy that I actually personally know. And so I've seen the different patterns, and the patterns that have existed all come from one place. And it's the filtration process in the very beginning. Yes, there are things you can do in the relationship to make sure that you have this amazing girlfriend, but that's probably about 20% of the work. The other 80% of the work is going to be in the very beginning. So let's talk about it. So first, the basics. Where do you even meet such a girlfriend? Well, as you know, online and in person. I have to make a point of that because a lot of guys will completely shun one or the other. These days, I feel like most guys are just online and they're too lazy to go out and meet women in person. But then I do catch those people who completely shun online and say, I'm done with online dating. That's over for me. And I just want to meet women naturally. And listen, I get it. I was that person on both ends. I've been there in and out. And I've come to the conclusion that that is the wrong thing, because you're going to meet women online you won't meet in person, and vice versa. And there's so many pros to both. The pro of meeting women online is you get access to meet a lot of women very fast. The pro of in person is, well, if you meet someone in person and you are able to build attraction with them, the flake rate to meeting them and getting a first date goes down drastically because you already built attraction there. So the first date almost acts like a second date, so to speak. Now let's talk about volume. Not enough guys meet enough women. And in order to find a great girlfriend, you need to have more volume. That's one of the biggest mistakes that I made a long time ago. The second I met a girl who had a couple of things I liked about her, I jump into the relationship. For maybe some of you that sounds familiar. If it does, write a comment down below and let me know, because I guarantee there's some of you who relate to that. And so when you're not getting enough volume, then you can't do the next step, which is filter. That's the whole reason for the filtration process. We need a filter to find a woman who's going to be a good fit for you. And there's just not much filtering to be done if you're just swiping a little bit, maybe a couple times a week, or you're not going out and meeting women. You're not being proactive in your dating life. So we really want to combine these two. I'll even kind of do this here, okay? Like, this is all one process here. Volume and filter. That's the big thing right there. We put those together, and then by volume, by swiping a lot, by going out, meeting a lot of women in person, we can filter. How do we do that? We do that with our 3 non-negotiables. my system for meeting women to make sure that you meet someone who's a good match. So to review the 3 non-negotiables, this is finding a woman who matches 3 things that are very important to you. So what's important to you? Is it religion? Is it maybe a political stance? Are you looking for a woman who likes to be active? Maybe that's one. Let's see, what else? Are you looking for a woman who wants to have kids? Or maybe doesn't want to have any kids? Are you looking for a woman who you can play tennis with? Because that's a really big hobby of yours. What are the 3 things that are most important to you? What matters the most? They could be anything you want. Now, if we go more than 3, this becomes a problem, because more than 3 means you're going to have a harder time finding the right fit. When you try to find perfection, it rarely exists. And then, of course, less than 3, and you're not giving yourself enough of a chance. That's why 3 is the magic number here. Okay, we want 3 non-negotiables. And, common sense, goes without saying. She should be a woman who is very friendly, who's very sweet, who's very feminine, who loves masculine men, who doesn't have daddy issues, who's not a drunk or a pothead or someone who's into drugs and partying, who's responsible, right? All those things should just obviously go along with that, okay? So think about that as you go through the filtration process, right? So again, we're filtering how with the 3 non-negotiables. So more into this, you need to set the precedent. So what's really important is when you're in a relationship with a woman and you want a woman who's going to be, let's say, someone who really likes sex and wants to have it with you all the time, well, you better be saying that, and you better be acting on it. And you better be making sure that when you guys are dating, that's happening a lot, and that's really important to you, and you explain how important it is to you, so she understands. I know that sounds similar, like, well, is that a filtration in terms of like one of the 3 non-negotiables? No, not necessarily. It's not necessarily one of the qualities of her, but you're going to set the precedent that that's something that you want, that's going to happen. That you want someone who's going to be super loving towards you. And the second that she's not, well, then this is the filtration process here. Then we move on and find a woman who is. So that's why it takes a little bit to really do it. But if you put in a solid year of this, or maybe even a couple years, and if that sounds like a lot, well, let me set you straight here. We're talking about a girlfriend, which could turn into your wife. And if not, then just your girlfriend. And what do we have here? Well, we have one of the most important decisions of your life. Because if you don't have a great woman by your side, she can destroy your life. I know that sounds maybe hyperbolic or pretty crazy, but it's true. She can be a woman who causes damages to your life. Depression, anxiety, worry, unfulfillment. You don't want any of that. And this can be solved. It can be by filtering the 3 non-negotiables, setting the right precedent on exactly what you want and the kind of relationship you want. So really it's about setting the precedent with what? The kind of relationship that you are looking for. That's what's most important here. Okay? So that's the most important. Try to bold that, but I guess it's already bolded. You get the point. You know what? We'll go ahead and underline it so you really understand. You are the one who's looking for the relationship that you want, and so we set that in the beginning. Okay? So then what? Well, now you're in the relationship. What happens now? How do you keep her loyal, loving, keep her wanting you and desiring you on that physical level? 2 things you need to be doing, which are kind of the same. Variety and unpredictability. Okay? Variety and unpredictability. They intertwine with each other, which means in your dating relationship, there needs to be a variety of things that you guys are doing, which will make things unpredictable. So really, variety will lead to unpredictability. Now, I'm throwing a lot of just keywords out here. What does this mean? This means that if you are doing the same thing over and over, if you're in a routine, okay, if you're in some sort of routine equals bad. Because routines get boring and women are emotional. Men are more logical, women are more emotional. So when women are having a very logical, boring time with very little variety, which leads to very unpredictability. Little variety leads to predictability. Then she gets bored, attraction dies, and she's going to want more fun, and she's going to want to go somewhere else to get that fun. That could, I'm not saying it will, but it could lead to cheating, and a very high chance of leading it to divorce. The divorce rate right now is over 60%. Okay. And women are the ones responsible at 80%. That means that 80% of divorces right now are initiated by college-educated women. And I do not believe that's happening because men are bad. I believe that's happening because I think men end up getting to a point where they just don't know this stuff and they want to keep it really easy. So what happens? They get into routine, and routine is what? Is bad. So we want to stick to making sure you're doing multiple things in the relationship that can be fun at any given time. It doesn't have to be insane every day, but making sure you're going on lots of dates, going to different trips, trying new things in the bedroom, having new conversations, getting into new hobbies and doing things together, meeting new people. All that stuff is going to add to the spice of life, which is going to keep her around. I know, I get it. It can be work. It can be. I understand that, but we have to understand that when you have a great relationship, and if that's what you want, that can be a great asset to your life. Now, if you have trouble with this, if this seems to be something that's a problem for you, meaning you don't know how to meet women online or in person, you can't even get to the point where you're setting any kind of precedent. You maybe have some non-negotiables. Well, what does that matter? Because you're not meeting any women. We help here at TripAdvice with all of this. We teach you all of these so then you can get an amazing, loyal, loving, sex-craving girlfriend, which we've done for more guys than I can even count. So you can go to tripadvicecoaching.com. We can help you and guide you through this. We have one-on-one coaches who are ready and available now to help you, where you'll get unlimited texting with them, weekly calls with them. You'll get access to all of the TripAdvice courses that teach you how to meet women, how to attract women, how to text women, how to meet women online, how to meet women in person. And you'll get actual videos of me doing infield approaches. You will also be learning how to get the girlfriend, keep the girlfriend. We do this all in the coaching program, and our success rate is through the roof. So work with us. Go to tripadvicecoaching.com. We'll hop on a phone call with you so we can help you with this. I hope this helps you and gives you an idea about how to get a loyal, loving, and sex-craving girlfriend.